Welcome. My name's Todd Schmiedler. I serve as Senior VP in charge of the Foundation and Workforce Development here at Trilogy. Thanks so much for joining us for our annual tree trimmer event. And for those of you that have supported us, thank you for this year. It's been another amazing year of opportunities for us to make an impact on our employees during times of inspiration and desperation. Inspiration when they wanted to grow and do better for themselves and their family. We were able to do that for almost 2,000 employees this year and an investment of approximately $1.5 million toward their inspiration and growth. Desperation when they had an emergency. Nobody woke up on January 1st, 2018 and said to themselves, our child's gonna have leukemia, or there was gonna be a natural disaster that was gonna hit our house. But those things happened during this year, and we were able to be there for 1,400 of our employees during those times of desperation. Thank you again for your support, and in the stories that you're getting ready to hear, hopefully you will feel as impacted by the work that we've done through your support as we do. Thank you so much.
Joe Smart, I'm the Executive Director at St. Mary Healthcare Center in Lafayette, Indiana. Early December, I'll never forget, actually, it was December 2nd. I took my son to just an outpatient doctor. He had been complaining about pains in his side and all of his symptoms, we thought, totally appendicitis. Did another blood test and they came back and when they sat down, I could obviously tell something was wrong. And when they said that he very likely had leukemia, they weren't sure what type yet. I just was a mess. So right now we're still in the process of building up his immune system. His sister, Lucy, was thankfully the perfect match for his bone marrow transplant, and he's stronger than I was at 14, I'll tell you that. It was just amazing to me how much support we started receiving, whether it was locally with my team at St. Mary, but quickly to the entire home office team. You have people at home and at work that are going to support you, and absolutely I can tell you 100% that Trilogy does.
My name is Carol Welsh. I'm a physical therapist at Hampton Oaks here in Scottsburg, and I have been here for 4 years. The program that I went to was about 6 hours away, so I got on a Greyhound, went there for the weekend, and then would come home and have 3 hours of homework every night. So it is an intense program. It was really hard, I have to say that it was. I have thousands and thousands of dollars of student loans, and just any help is appreciated, and just the fact that they're willing to recognize that I still have that student loan and that they're willing to pay it, it's a moral boost and a financial boost. My daughter just recently got a dependent scholarship, so that was the same situation. It feels good to be recognized.
My name is Niko Wyatt. My support system is really big. From my coworkers to my friends to the foundation, and when you have that good support, you can make it really far in life, especially when you're going through something tragic.
After talking to Niko, I found out that her home had suffered structural damage and was actually caving in. The roof was caving in. Part of the home she couldn't even walk in because the roof had caved in, and that she herself was still actually in the home.
When you don't have much or anything, or you lose everything you've worked hard for, it really affects you emotionally.
For me, the biggest impact was when she brought her baby in, and you listen to her say how she had no diapers, she had no formula, she had nothing. It's bad enough to lose all your possessions, but then when you look of the impact of a 9-month-old baby, it broke our heart to see her have to go through that. So I think that's what the whole pharmacy just rallied around that, and just the outpouring was just incredible that we received from everybody.
the love that they showed me and support, and I knew I wasn't alone. I definitely knew I wasn't alone.
My name is Maureen Johnson. I'm a speech-language pathologist here in Battle Creek, Michigan at the Oaks at North Point Woods. I've been here 10 years in January. I was in a domestic abuse relationship for 10 years. He's the father of our 3 children. I knew something was really terribly wrong at my house. A couples counselor even said, this is verbal abuse, this is emotional abuse. I was isolated. I didn't talk to my parents for 7 years. I didn't talk to my sister for 9 years. In the whirlwind of having children, I was the breadwinner, I was a stay-at-home dad, and I just didn't see any way out of it. It just seemed impossible. But I got to the point where I was so exhausted, I started just thinking, who would live like this? And I had a really good friend who just listened to me. But I kept coming to work, I don't know how. Sometimes I think angels carried me because I couldn't feel my feet hitting the ground. And I let my boss, Stephanie, I let her know what was happening in my home.
She's a strong lady. She wants to get her family out of a bad situation, and she realized she's worth more, she deserves more.
The way she supported me, I couldn't believe it, because I thought actually I was going to lose my job just because I was a mess, But she gave me the encouragement every day, like, you're not alone in this. I'm here to help you. Tell me what you need,
Just wanted to be there for her, support her as a friend and her leader.
And it seems strange, for a woman with a master's degree who has friends, that someone like me would be in this trap, but I really was. And the Trilogy Foundation really helped me out. It made me feel seen and heard and considered. And it was a beautiful thing to have that kind of help through the company that I work for.
Wow, those were some powerful stories. From Joe's story of his son and, the battle that they faced, and they haven't faced it alone because of your help, to Maureen and her upbeat nature at the end of that, knowing that she had a family around her, a family at work here at Trilogy. Our new tagline at Trilogy is where families come to live, and we want to be a second home for the people who work here and the people who live here. So I appreciate all that you've been able to do and your support, and look forward to continued growth in 2019. Have a great time tonight. Enjoy yourself, enjoy the fellowship and the food, and we will see you again.